You can't teach me values. Values I learn when I see how you live them.
Everybody has their own story, and it's very important that people tell their own story.
We believe that theater is a way to humanize the other. It's a non-violent weapon to liberate ourselves and to liberate other people.
With words, we find that sometimes we only reproduce what we already know. With the theater, we can explore it. We use all our senses. And because of human beings, we are more than just words and thoughts. There's a lot of other reality beyond that.
We have no privilege just to witness the reality. We are privileged enough to change the reality.
The idea is that we actually manage to overcome possible prejudices, to develop empathy, mutual understanding and respect. That's why we are here, to actually meet, to get to know each other, to work together in drama workshops, in writing workshops, to get to know more about Auguste Boal and the theatre of the oppressed, and to also jointly develop a performance. The idea is that this meeting triggers off some sort of snowball effect, that you think about possible activities in your countries as well, that you write pages for peace, that you have your drama workshops with your local drama educator, and that you possibly, hopefully, even have a performance and even think of other activities back home.
Please, everybody, introduce yourself to the people who are next to you, but we don't introduce ourselves in a regular way. We do it this way. My name is Chen.
My name is Clara.
And now I introduce myself to the one on the right, Chen.
Kira.
Kira.
Yes.
And you do the same. No, but now you have to...
Oh, I see.
That's...
Clara.
István.
Gülümser.
Now I'm going to challenge you and I ask you to to introduce yourself, but not to the person next to you, but the next person next to you. And I think we have to stand up for this.
That's like impossible.
Elizabeth, you're too small.
Our first lesson is that we have to stretch ourselves in order to know other people. And the second one is that we have to get closer in order to meet more people.
It's the exceptional experience that young people may have in these workshops to meet with other people, to do a very exceptional kind of program, because theater pedagogical workshops are not being done in schools. Some of the youth centers may have it, but normally people are not confronted with this kind of exercise, and doing this in an intercultural setting, it's more important. And I think it's the experience which is the real benefit of the project.
Joel, Umut,
Rafaela,
Philip.
you say your name and you make a gesture that tells us something about you, something that you like doing, something that's very typical for you. And when the person makes it, then we all repeat it. The whole circle repeats the name and the gesture. So we all say, Aurel. Sabine.
Ahmed.
Kira.
Gülşin.
Kirsten.
It is clear that we live in a very complex world, and this complex world can sometimes become very irritating because we live in a society, if we acknowledge it or not, that is multicultural and multilingual, and also with different values. And I think we have to deal with this, and to deal with it in a very constructive way. So we have to find out what our values, our convictions are. We maybe will find out that other people from other cultures have other values and other convictions, and we have to deal with that in a very constructive and non-violent way. So this is one ability that students have to develop, this kind of non-violent conflict resolution.
Three people together need to build something, and that's a house. Can you sit down? And we stand like this. Can you all do this? Yes. How many are we? In our houses, who doesn't have a partner? When I say person, then the persons in the house change places and they look for a new house. When I say house, the houses change places, and you can build another house with another person on top of a person, or with another part of a house on top of a person. When I say rain, everybody changes, and houses become persons, and persons become houses. We'll try it out? Yes. Person.
Person, you change.
Person. Change.
House.
So the house is changed. Another person.
So there's no me.
House. Houses.
Who's left? I think it went especially well. It was extraordinary how focused and how motivated everybody seemed, how willing and ready to do theater and to explore this new language. That was impressive.
Yeah, I was impressed too. Since the first exercise, even the name game. So it was people were so creative to present themselves. You know, I really felt after the first circle that I know most of them. And then the complete the image exercise was, I think they were very creative and courageous.
And you could get the feeling that they were a group. They felt as a group of people who are on a mission, and that was so special, beautiful.